One of the problems is it's very difficult to have a disinformed debate on this topic that is politicized as it is today. Sharia is a process, dynamic process. Sharia is not a text. We have one text that is the Quran, and we have ahadith, the sayings of the Prophet. So these are the scriptures. However, the interpretation and the misinterpretation as well has been what developed the whole Islamic tradition of Sharia and theology. So Sharia deals with laws, theology deals with matters that is related
let me put it to you like this. If you had to explain to Ayaan why you might be facing misogyny because you're a woman, but you're not necessarily facing misogyny just because you're a Muslim, what would you say? There's a distinction there.
Yeah, I think gender intersects with several categories. It intersects with culture, religion, class, age, a lot of things. So there is misogyny. We are on the front line in our societies as we've been fighting for over years, and specifically the 5 last years, to ensure that there are human rights, women's rights in our society. We admit there is misogynies. However, we do not say that this misogyny is innately inherent in Islam. This misogyny is embedded in cultural customs.
Quick interjection there before I bring Farah and Ihbaq in, Ayaan. You've been quoted as saying that if refugees are coming to this part of the world and bringing their misogynistic views on Sharia law, then they better just take a legal U-turn. That's what you've said on record. And people have said Ayaan Hirsi and Donald Trump are speaking the same language, and he's a misogynist. I mean, I don't even want to complete that sentence what I think of him. So how do you feel like being on the same side as Trump?
I've been doing this for about the last 14 or 15 years, and maybe I'm allowed a sigh.
Well, it's my job to provoke, so.
A sigh. Because number one, I'm amazed at the betrayal of Muslim women who, for whatever reason, have had an education and are able to emancipate themselves from Islamic law, insisting that Islamic law is not what it is and that we don't understand it. We live in the information age. We are literate. Any of us here can pick up the Holy Quran and read the hadith, and beyond that, because we live in this age of interconnectedness, we can take a look at the facts of where Islamic law is implemented, what it looks like for everyone, and typically what it looks like for women. So Saudi Arabia is a country that implements Sharia law. Women are not allowed to drive. They have male guardians. Their testimony is worth half of that of men. They are subjected to every possible humiliation that you can think of. Ayatollah Khomeini, in 1979, with a great deal of public approval, became the supreme leader. He implemented Sharia law, Islamic law. You know, one of the first things that he did, he reduced the age of marriage to 9. Everywhere where Islamic law is implemented, you have exactly that. How do they justify it? They'll say, they've said this to me, Muslim organizations.
Who's the they?
Those who are pushing for Sharia law, and those who want to implement Sharia law.
That's not a matter of debate.
The Prophet Muhammad took Aisha, one of his wives after Khadija died, when she was 6, and had sex with her when she was 9. That is Sharia law. I do not understand how someone
But this is not a debate about Sharia law. But this is not a debate about the Sharia law.
Excuses for Sharia law.
But this is not a debate about the Sharia.
You want to get rid of child marriage? Get rid of Sharia law.